Hello friends, welcome back to my lecture on XML. So as I am taking two or three lecture, I have taken two or three lecture of XML. Today I am also uh, continuing the same series in which I have already discussed you about how XML documents are prepared and how XSL is linked with XML. So you can see here in this example, we have one XML code. Inside this XML code, we have been the CD data and catalog data, and inside the catalog we have different uh, different CDs, and inside the CD we have the detail of that particular CD, title of CD, artist, who is the artist of that CD, and recorded music on the CD, and country USA, company name of company, and the price of the CD, and year in which year it is released. So this is the catalog. This is the first row, and then accordingly we have multiple rows inside this catalog. So this is simple as XML program. XML we have written here XML version 1.0 and encoding UTF-8. So this is written here, but we don't have added any XSL file with this XML code. Now, and its name is code catalog.xml. Now we are we are inserting one more line after the first row, after the first line, and in this line we will associate with the XSL file. So we have to format the data. We have to display data in this format. So this we want the output. So this is the formatted output, and border, particular type of border, we have been table, and inside the table we have table heading and then table data, and accordingly we have to display this data, and my CD collection will be the heading. But that everything is not in this XML file. We don't have any table, we don't have any heading, we don't have any border style formatting, कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. So we have to add one more XSL file. That's why we are adding XSL file. So link the XSL style sheet to the XML document. So we are linking here XSL style sheet with the XML document. So you can see here the XSL. What is XSL? I am also explaining you about the XSL. So XSL does not use predefined tag, and therefore meaning of each tag is not well defined. This is XML. In case of XML, in XML we don't have any predefined tag, and therefore the meaning of tag is not well understood. So their meaning is not well understood. While in case of HTML, the meaning of each tag is understood, like bold tag, italic tag, table tag, border tag. So we have so many tag and attributes, and a table element could indicate the HTML table, a piece of furniture, something else, and browser do not know how it to display. So XSL describe how the XML element should be displayed. So basically this, so you can see this line, you notice this line, this is last line. XSL describe how XML element should be displayed, how to display the XML file, XML data, how to display the XML data, in which form the XML data will be displayed. So it has to be decided by the XSL file. So you can see here in this program, here we have, you can see this is the basic XML file, and we don't added any XSL file, but now we are adding one XSL sheet. So we have written here XML style sheet, XSL, it is called XSL, XML style sheet, type text oblique XSL, and href hyperlink, we will hyperlink it. We can write here C colon slash or D colon slash, or any server name also we can mention here, href cd catalog dot xsl. So cd catalog.xml is this file. So this is the file cd catalog.xml, and but there is no XSL sheet in this file. And now we are adding one XSL style sheet, XML style sheet, and this is called XML, not XSL, XML style sheet, but its type is text oblique XSL, XML style sheet, and hyperlink with cd catalog dot XSL. Its extension is XSL, not XML, and rest of the program will be same. So if you have an XSLT compliant browser, it will nicely transform XML into XHTML. This is called XHTML into XHTML. So we have to we require XSLT compliant browser. So advanced browser, all the advanced browser, maybe this XSL XHTML compliant browser. So now see the XSL sheet. So this is cd catalog.xsl. So then you create a XSL style sheet called cd catalog.xsl with transformation template. So it will be started again by XML version 1.0, and encoding we will write here. The same encoding is here. And XSL style sheet, we will write here XSL style sheet and version 1.0. Its version also we mentioned here. Like XML version we are writing here, same way we are writing the style sheet version 1.0. And XMLNS, it is called XML namespace. It is XML namespace full colon XSL http colon double slash www.w3.org.1999 XSL transform. So this transform is the namespace of the XSL namespace. So you can see it again, and this namespace, you can see the namespace here also, XSL namespace. In this program it is given the to get access to the XSLT element attributes feature, we must declare XSLT namespace at the top of the document. So this is XSLT namespace. It will be same in all programs. So this line will be same in all programs, and this will be also same. The version may be changed. XSL transform. So XSL XMLNS colon XSL equals to http colon double slash the world wide web colon dot w3.org slash 1999 slash XSL slash transform point to the office W3C official W3C World Wide Web Consortium XSLT namespace. If you use this namespace, you must also include attribute version 1.0. So we have to use this namespace, and because this XSL is defined inside this namespace, so you have to mention it this XSLT namespace. So this is the correct style to writing the program of XML. And now see again. Now I am coming on the same program. You can see here, and in this program we have this XML XSL style sheet version 1.0 XMLNS, and this has written, and then we'll write XSL template match slash. So this template will match. So when this template will match, so here template will not match, here also not match, here also not match. So here in this post position it will match, right? So we have to see the template match this sign, and then we'll write HTML, then we'll write body will be closed here, HTML is closed here, and then we are writing here H2 heading my CD collection. So it will be displayed here my CD collection, and we can write here center tag also, so that if we want to display my CD collection on the center of the first line. However, this is by default left aligned, and then we are writing table border equals to 1. So this is table border 1, and it will be change. अगर आप इसको change करते हैं तो ये change हो जाएगा accordingly. And then first row tr bg color, we have mentioned here bg color, and title and artist we have given here. Table heading title, table heading artist. So see here title and artist are there. table heading, and we have changed the color. So we have given the color code also here. So this is the closing of first row. Then we are writing for loop. So this is the for loop of XSL, XML and XSL. So here we have written here XSL for each, and XSL for each is closed here. So you can see here, this is for loop XSL, this is XSL for each, this loop is started from here, and XSL for each, this loop is closed here. So this is for loop, and in this for loop, select catalog oblique select catalog slash cd. So you can see here catalog and then cd. Inside catalog we have cd element. Inside the catalog element we have cd element. So when catalog and cd element will occur, as we will select catalog cd, as we will select this cd under catalog, then we'll come inside the tr, and inside tr we have td, and we have xsl value of select equals to title. Value of select equals to title means first element we are selecting here title. So this is title equals to title, and it will be closed. td is closed here. So we'll write the value of select title. So value of select title is this empire Burlesque is that this one. So we have selected this one, and again td slash td, and we have written here xsl value of select artist. So we have given here value of select artist, so it is closed here, value of select artist, and this is closed, tr is closed after that, and this is for loop, and again this for loop will execute till the time we have all the up to the all data. It will run again and again. So this is for loop, this is called xsl for loop, and xsl for each, and inside this we have given this. So xsl colon value of select, and xsl colon for each, this is loop, and value of select is the representing the element. So we have many element, but we are selecting title, and we are selecting title and artist, only title, and the second one is the artist. We are selecting only two. These are called value of select, value of select, value of select title, value of select artist. You can see here value of select title, value of select artist. It is inside this. So table will be closed and body will be closed here. XML XSL template will be closed, and XSL style sheet will be closed. So you can see here XML template as well as XSL style sheet. So this way we can display the whole element. You can see in this program we have only one row, and we have given here dot dot, means rest of we are not we have not given here. So we'll write this way, and this way we can print the XML program. So I hope that you understand this program, and XML, the program are little bit complex than HTML program. HTML is rather XML it is very easy, and in XML we need to understand the XSL also, and in next lecture we'll discuss about the DTD, which is also part of the XML. And again I hope that you have learned this and you have understand this, and I request you all to subscribe the video, and don't forget to push bell icon of my YouTube channel. Thank you.